I am confident that we are truly witnessing the emergence of a new generation, one that understands the meaning of both freedom and responsibility. This generation is capable of multiplying the social, economic, scientific, and cultural potential of our country. It is a generation that strives to move forward, to achieve success, and that does not separate its destiny from the destiny of Russia. At the same time, we observe that in today's world, the realm of values and meaning is under fierce competition. There is an aggressive battle underway for influence over people's minds. Traditional values are now being declared outdated and archaic. In their place, so-called neoliberal models are being pushed, models which, in practice, are deeply authoritarian. These ideologies are not only being aggressively imposed in a number of Western countries, but also exported worldwide in an attempt to force them upon others. And it is clear why. Stripping nations of their value foundations and their sovereignty makes them easier to control, easier to turn into vassals. That is why it is so important to resist any attempts to impose on our citizens, especially our youth, ideas that erode our core values. We must respond firmly to challenges that provoke interethnic and interreligious conflicts. At the same time, we must recognize that isolated prohibitions or efforts to shut ourselves off from the global information space are utterly ineffective in the modern world. Instead, we need to proactively and consistently promote our own values. We must create and project our own humanitarian and cultural narratives, narratives that are meaningful both at home and abroad. Russia's position is well known. We stand for respect toward the uniqueness of nations and peoples, for their customs and cultures, and in this, we have many like-minded partners, true allies across the world. It is essential that we coordinate our efforts with our partners in BRICS, the CSTO, the CIS, and other nations that share our approach. Of course, we must also remember the lessons of history. Time and again, internal turmoil and upheaval in Russia have been provoked and fueled from the outside. Those who have sought to weaken Russia have consistently tried to instigate value-based and national divides. That's why it is vital to preserve and strengthen our social cohesion, to support civic, religious, and volunteer organizations that work toward this goal. Let me remind you, our foundational value principles are enshrined in the Constitution and in key strategic planning documents, including the fundamentals of state policy for the preservation and strengthening of Russia's traditional spiritual and moral values. These traditional values are moral guideposts laid down by our ancestors over centuries. They form the bedrock of our civilization and identity. They are a source of strength for individuals and families. They shape our culture, our sovereign worldview, and our resilience to external attempts to impose alien will upon us. Such values define our national unity.